So I'm Alicia Harkins. I run Long Island, 2 territories on Long Island, Huntington and Smithtown. And I've been doing business for 3 years. So immediately prior to this, I was a kickboxing instructor, and it was for another franchise. So I worked really closely with those owners and kind of got to see ins and outs of franchise ownership, good stuff, bad stuff. Not all franchises are great. Not all of them give support. And my father-in-law was selling his 40-year business, and he always saw business potential in me. And so he said, hey, you want to look for a business to buy with me and go in 50-50. And so we did. We were looking around at a lot of options. We went and I met Andy, I met Eric Martin, I met, all the top people that run the company, and I just knew, when you get a first feeling from someone, it's like they're good people. Yeah. They want us as a franchise owner to succeed, and just seeing all the stuff that they have in place to support the franchise owners, then I was in. I love that everything is there. There's a system in place. There's the resources there. I have great franchise business advisors that help me weekly, that are like more on the pulse of my business than I am. They're saying, is this done? Is this done? Wherever they see lacking and they have more experience, I don't have to feel like I'm lost, and then I just think, like, if I were to do all of this from scratch, like just start a mosquito company, I'd be like, it almost seems impossible, just because, just taking on the marketing is huge. I mean, there's all these just different aspects. There's enough on your plate already as a franchise owner to make it all good and work. To take on all of the extra stuff that the company takes care of already would be crazy to me. Because at first you're like starting up and you're like, oh my gosh, is this all this work gonna, come together? Are people actually gonna be calling? And then you start getting 1 or 2 customers, a couple more start calling, they come in for the call center, and you're like, oh wow, this is great. And then like all of a sudden June hits and you're like, there's 10 new customers today, and and you're calling everybody up, trying to follow up, getting them on the schedule, and then it all of a sudden feels like a rush, and you're like, okay, this is great if we can keep this pace up. I can't even put my finger on everything that I've learned, but it's just all the problems you solve, like dealing with customers constantly. It's the plan. You're buying into a franchise. This is how they've proven it works for this industry, this company. These strategies work. And so I just follow it. That's the cool thing about being a franchise owner. Just follow the plan that someone else figured out. I mean, just the dream of having like the success of going from nothing to X amount of clients or X amount of revenue, and really I don't have a number on it that's like amazing. I just want it to be huge, and just the dream of then selling it and having that success to pass on to my family and live a better life, Just, it's exciting, and we're in a different place. We've had success with the business, so it's just fun to be a part of.